It is a quiet and profound tragedy, one that unfolds not in a single cataclysmic event, but in the slow, imperceptible erosion of 1,000 small choices. The premise is so seductive, so deeply woven into the fabric of our modern world, that we rarely stop to question its fundamental logic, that the pursuit of money is synonymous with the pursuit of a good life. We are taught to chase the number, to see a rising bank balance as the ultimate scorecard of success. Yet, if you walk this path with unwavering focus, if you make the accumulation of wealth your primary objective, you will inevitably arrive at a moment of stark clarity. You will look back over the landscape of your years and see, with painful acuity, the trail of dumb decisions left in your wake. This realization is not merely about missed opportunities. It is a profound confrontation with the very architecture of a life misplaced. The first and most grievous sacrifice is often made upon the altar of your own body. You have only one. It is the vessel through which you experience everything: joy, love, taste, touch, the very breath in your lungs. Yet in the relentless pursuit of financial gain, we treat this miraculous vessel as a machine to be pushed, a resource to be depleted. We trade sleep for late nights at the desk, believing that rest is for the unambitious. We sacrifice movement and vitality for long hours of sedentary work, convincing ourselves that the gym is a luxury for which we have no time. We consume food that is fast and convenient, fueling the machine with low-grade input, ignoring the whispers of discomfort that grow into chronic roars of pain. The body keeps a meticulous, unforgiving score. The stress that you wear as a badge of honor, the constant pressure, the endless to-do list, the anxiety over quarterly reports is not abstract. It is a physiological cascade. It is cortisol flooding your system, elevating your blood pressure, weakening your immune response and fraying your neural pathways. You are literally burning your own vitality as fuel for the chase. You tell yourself it's temporary, that you'll slow down when you hit a certain number. But the body's decline is often a silent process. The back pain, the digestive issues, the creeping exhaustion, the mental fog, these are not separate, unlucky events. They are the direct interest payments on a debt of self-neglect. By the time you finally pause to look at your account statement, you may find a hefty sum, but you are looking at it through the weary eyes of a body that has been run into the ground, a foundation cracked and compromised. No amount of money can buy back the resilient health of your 30s, the boundless energy of your youth, or the peace of a mind unburdened by the physical consequences of its own neglect. Simultaneously, and just as tragically, you are allowing the most precious connections in your life to crash and burn. Relationships are not built in the grand dramatic gestures we see in films. They are built and sustained in the small, consistent, and present moments, the shared quiet over a morning coffee, the undistracted listening to a partner's bad day, the spontaneous play with a child, the long, meandering conversation with a friend. These moments are the currency of love and belonging, but they are time-consuming and offer no immediate, tangible return on investment. They do not show up on a spreadsheet. When paychecks matter more than people, you are always elsewhere. Your body may be at the dinner table, but your mind is on an email, a deal, a problem at work. You miss the subtle shift in your child's expression that signals a struggle at school. You fail to hear the hint of loneliness in your partner's voice. You cancel plans with friends again because a can't-miss opportunity has arisen. Each cancellation, each absent-minded response, each prioritization of work over a loved one is like taking a single brick out of the foundation of a house. At first, the structure seems sound, but over time the integrity is compromised. The connection weakens, trust erodes. The people who once looked to you for companionship and support learn to look elsewhere. Or worse, they learn to stop looking at all one day. You will achieve a financial goal you've been striving for years. You will expect to feel a surge of triumph, and you may for a fleeting moment. But when you turn to share that triumph, you may find an empty space where a vibrant relationship once stood. The silence in a large, beautiful home can be deafening. The realization that you have become a stranger to your children, that your partner has built a life that no longer includes you, that your friends have faded into distant memories. This is a poverty that no salary can rectify. You sacrifice the living, breathing, complex beauty of human connection for the cold, static certainty of a number. It is perhaps the dumbest decision of all, for we are at our core social creatures, wired for connection. To starve that fundamental need is to starve the soul itself, and in this single-minded chase, you become blind to the magic that is happening all around you, every single day, for free. Life's most profound joys are not transactional. They cannot be purchased, only experienced. The pursuit of money demands a forward-facing orientation. You are always looking toward the next goal, the next milestone. This orientation pulls you out of the present moment, which is the only place where life actually happens. You stop noticing. You stop noticing the daily masterpiece of a sunrise, the way the light paints the world in new colors, a silent promise of a new beginning. You miss the deep, calming peace of a sunset, the gentle closing of the day. You are too busy to truly laugh, the kind of laugh that comes from your belly and leaves you breathless and connected. You forget the feeling of calm, of simply sitting and being without an agenda, without a problem to solve. You let your creativity wither, that innate human impulse to make, build, play, or imagine, because it doesn't contribute to the bottom line. You trade the rich, textured sensory experience of being alive for the flat, two-dimensional world of financial projections and market trends. You are on a train rushing toward a destination called someday, and you are failing to look out the window at the stunning, ever-changing landscape rushing by. You tell yourself you will enjoy the view when you arrive. But life is the view. The destination is the same for all of us. The tragedy is to have spent the entire journey in the baggage car, obsessing over the suitcases, and never once to have looked up. This is not a polemic against money itself. That would be naive and unhelpful. Money is a tool. It is an incredibly useful, powerful, and necessary tool. It provides security, shelter, food, and freedom from the grinding anxiety of scarcity. It can fund education, travel, and experiences that enrich your life. The problem arises when the tool becomes the purpose. When you work to live becomes you live to work. A hammer is a wonderful tool for driving nails, but it makes a terrible object of worship. If you spend your life staring at the hammer, you will never build the house. The real shift required is a reorientation of values. It is to ask yourself with brutal honesty, what is the life I am trying to fund? What does living well actually mean to me? For most, the answers are not found in the digits of a bank statement. They are found in health, the vitality to enjoy your days. They are found in relationships, the love and connection that give life its warmth and meaning. They are found in presence, the capacity to be here now, engaged with the beauty and mystery of existence. They are found in purpose, the feeling that your work, whatever it may be, contributes something of value to the world or aligns with your deepest values. Make money a servant in the pursuit of that life, not the master of it. This requires conscious, often countercultural decisions. It means setting boundaries to protect your sleep, your health, and your time with loved ones. It means learning to be content with enough, rather than being trapped in the endless cycle of more. It means valuing time as your most finite and non-renewable resource and spending it as wisely, or even more wisely than your money. It means having the courage to define success on your own terms, not on terms dictated by societal pressure or external validation. Do not be blinded by the numbers. The numbers are an abstraction. They are not the sun on your skin, the sound of a loved one's laughter, the feeling of a hard-earned moment of peace, or the quiet satisfaction of a creative act. When you reach the end of your days, you will not be counting. You will be feeling. You will be remembering. The quality of your life will be measured not by your net worth, but by the wealth of your experiences, the depth of your connections, and the peace in your heart. Do not wait for a look back filled with regret to understand this. Understand it now. Choose the life over the ledger.